Hello everyone, welcome back to Meg Unique Stitches YouTube channel. My name is Meg, your favorite fashion tutor. I am always committed to show you easy ways to cut and sew. So if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, you want to do so right away and click on the notification bell so that each time I upload a new video, you'll be the first person to know. So in today's class, we are still on the series on sleeve drafting. Okay, so today we are going to be drafting a cold shoulder sleeve. A cold shoulder sleeve is such sleeves that exposes a part of your upper arm. Okay, so that is a cold shoulder sleeve. It's very simple to make, and we are going to be getting the cold shoulder sleeve from the basic sleeve. So you need to understand how to draft a basic sleeve first before you think of drafting a cold shoulder sleeve. And of course, you can draft directly on your fabric if you know how to go about that. But in this class, we're going to be using the basic pattern to get our cold shoulder sleeve. Now, in the previous class, we looked at how to draft the cap sleeve, remember? Okay, if you have not seen the video, you want to click on the link to it in the description channel aspect of this video. So we looked at how to draft a cap sleeve in the previous class. Now basically, when we drafted the cap sleeve, this part was the part we made use of, why this part was discarded for the cap sleeve. But for the cold shoulder sleeve, this part would be the part that would be discarded. Why this part will be the part we're going to make use of. Okay, so let's just get to it. So in making there are different designs of the cold shoulder sleeve. So it depends on the one you want to actually make, the design you have in mind. Okay, so let's assume we want to make the regular cold shoulder sleeve. Now you want to get the midpoint of your armhole circumference. Okay, and this is the point. This is the midpoint of my armhole circumference. You might want to just place your tape rule over. You see, this is the midpoint of my armhole circumference. Okay, now from this midpoint, you want to just curve it towards, this is the folded part, the part we're going to place on fold on our fabric. So you want to just make, like, you can use your free hand, of course. You can use your free hand. You can just take it, however, depends. It can be as little as, you can just take away 2 inches, 3 inches. You can even take away as much as 4 inches, depending on how much opening you want along this part. So let's say I want to do let's say 3.5 inches. Okay, so all you need to do is just to curve it. You can use your free hand, like I said. You can also use your curve. So just curve it, and here you have it here. Okay, so this part would be cut out, and this part is where we're going to use. Like I said, there are different shapes. Okay, you can even make it deeper. You can make it deeper like so. You can even make an opening from this top part here. Your cold shoulder could be the one that comes this way. You stop along this point. It really depends on how the design you're working with. Okay, so let's assume that we want to maintain this first part. So this part would be thrown away. We don't need this part of it. Okay, so I'll just cut out this part. Okay, so here is what we have now. So we're going to be tracing this on our fabric. Don't forget this front armhole shaping. We are going to consider it, and don't forget, this is the armhole region, the remaining part, and this is the cold shoulder design that we made. So let's trace this on our fabric. All right, so make sure to put your fabric on fold. So this is the part, the center part we placed on the uncut part of our fabric. So you want to add your allowance if you have not. But if you already added your allowance to your pattern, the only part you'll be adding allowance to is this part that we cut out. So you want to add 1/2 inch to this part. That is if you already added allowance. You want to cut the other parts equal. So let's assume that on this pattern we have already let's assume that we already added our allowances. But if you have not, you want to add all round. So this down part, you want to add as much as you want. If you're going to put a lining, or if you're going to turn, okay. So but for this upper part, you want to add your allowance, okay. And this coat shoulder sleeve could even be a long sleeve, it could be a 3/4, it could be any type of sleeve. The design is usually at the upper part, so you can still get your normal sleeve, okay. So let's just cut out, and I'm just going to be stepping up from this place, okay. Then along this line here, if you have, I'm just going to be cutting it equally, except you have not added your allowance before, so you need to add it, okay. You need to add it. So just take it, all the down part also. If you have not, you want to add your allowance, make sure you pin down, so you don't have this or you hold it down with your hand, okay. You hold down the pattern. So the side also, you want to add allowance if you have not already added to the pattern. Normally pattern drafting, you ought not to have even added. So because this is tutorial, that's why I'm just assuming things. So here we have, don't forget that this part here is the armhole part, okay. So if you will get confused, you may want to notch it, but I'm just marking it down there. So here is the armhole region. Hope you can see. Here is the armhole region, okay. And why here is the coat shoulder, we gave it 1/2 inch like that. So just take off your pin. You take off your pin, and remember this front shaping, this front, you want to cut out what you have there for the front armhole shaping. You want to just cut it out like so. Then you want to also make sure you make a crease at the midpoint of your sleeve. Then any points here, this is the armhole, remember. So any point can actually be. So let's assume we want to make here to be our coat shoulder. Okay, so you want to align it. So let's assume, we have assumed that this is the part that will go to the left armhole, and this part will go to the right armhole, right? Okay, so you want to just place your pattern like so. It aligns at the down part, and you want to just cut out this excess here. You want to just cut out this excess here. Okay, so this is the same thing we cut out. You can see the same thing we cut out. So you want to just cut it out like so. So once you have done that, this becomes the front armhole, while here becomes the back armhole. Let's bend over. You will see the difference. You can see this little difference here, okay. So this is how to go about the coat shoulder sleeve. So here guys is our coat shoulder sleeve. This is the part that will go towards the armhole. This shorter part will go to the front armhole, while this part will be to the back armhole. And this is the effect we are going to be having. This part will be open on the arm, okay. So I'm going to see us in the next class. If you have any question, please feel free to drop your question. If you have a comment, like, share, send in your questions. I'm going to attend to them as soon as I can. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel and put on the notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. All right, so I'll see us in the next class.